It looks like we are live here. Hello, Jeffrey. Good afternoon. Maybe I'll do a little play in here at first. Get us started here. Welcome, everybody. Yeah, good afternoon. Hope everybody is well. Have a bit of a rainy day here so far, on and off, on this Sunday, July 13. So I released a video on ornithology yesterday, so I hope folks got to see that a little bit. Those changes are based on how high the moon. I don't know if I've done how high the moon on my channel yet. I don't think I have, but maybe I will do that at some point. But earlier there, I was just kind of noodling around on what is this thing called? Love, Cole Porter tune. So welcome all. Let me know what you've been listening to, what you've been maybe practicing. Perhaps I'll do a little more playing here. We'll do a little improv on ornithology. So some nice features of that tune. The melody is really excellent. You know, it's it's got some nice features that you can really use in your improv as well, right? So we'll say kind of encircling some of those tones, right? So that's a nice enclosure of the third of the E7, right? Right. Ba 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 ba. Right. So that outlines the chords and it makes this very, kind of natural movement over to a to a resolution. So those flat nines on the dominant sevenths, resolving over to the fifths of the next chord, outlining thirds, outlining flat sevens, and really kind of indicates to us, what we can try to master in following, someone like Charlie Parker. What's he going for on certain things? What is he playing? Suryansh Sint. How's it going? Nirvana tune. Let's see if I do a little riff. It's a little riff for you. So those are some things that you can kind of do to outline some of the chords, outline some of the melody. So we can always think about where are we trying to land, to maybe outline the chord changes and all of that. So pretty fun things to do. Really nice little walk down. So there's a couple different versions of this tune and some of the different little phrases that happen. So check out a couple recordings on this. You can find Charlie Parker playing, of course, and check out. There's an album with I think Howard Alden, if I remember, Frank Vignola, and Jimmy Bruno. That's pretty cool too. It has some really really nice playing, as you'd expect on that. So check out that recording as well. But I think I pointed out in the end of that video that let me double check if there are any comments or questions on the Facebook stream. neglect anybody. But we have this little which, if you check the real book, they play something a little bit different, or something's different, written different there, where they play like, or maybe even like this. No, I think that might be it. But actually, it's kind of, I was working with the recording a little bit, just checking notes and stuff. So it's actually more like, right, it's this little encircling of the fifth as it walks down: B minor, B flat minor, A minor, and then we get kind of an A flat 7 tritone substitution there. So a couple of things I've been working at, thinking about for future lessons and stuff. Been checking out this tune called "The Journey," which was brought up by one of our members on the website community there. Check that out if you're interested. We love to have more members. We're just kind of getting started. So working to build a community. But that's fretprince.com/join. You can check that out. Free for 7 days. But we've been talking a little bit about this tune, "The Journey," in addition to Ornithology and some other member suggestions. But "The Journey" is really cool. It's by this, really hot guitar player right now, Matteo Mancuso, which I'm sure folks have probably been following. But if you haven't already, check him out. So it's kind of an original. So it has some really nice phrasing, and so I'm considering putting that in the lineup for our weekly melody videos there. So hopefully get a chance to check that out. So let's see. I'll do maybe a little more playing here. Hello, Rocky. Thanks for joining in today. Okay, let's see. Is this jazz? Is this for jazz only? Not necessarily. Kind of our series here, Sunday live stream, is guitar and improvisation. So, guitar with a focus on improvisation. Kind of my personal area of interest is in jazz, and that's where I can pull most from. But I'm open to discussion, but mainly on improv, I guess you could say. So let's see. Funny the Yuri says hi, hello. Carmelo Washburn, thank you. Appreciate it. Lex San Luis says so smooth. Thank you very much. Sammy Bell, I appreciate it. Thank you for all the positive encouragement. Really appreciate it. I was kind of noodling around there a little on Summertime. Summertime, great classic tune. Have I done Summertime on my channel? I don't know. I'm trying to do as many possible tunes as I can get out. I'm trying to get a whole library of tunes that folks can go out and check the playlist and find the tune they're currently working on. And one of my goals, which I think I'm fairly on track with, is to put the best information I can possibly put out there. So I really do put a lot of work into checking original sources for melodies and making sure that I'm putting out a good reference for folks to work from to learn tunes and stuff. So and I think I mentioned last week that I do intend to put together a midweek kind of lesson, just like on general maybe music theory and improv kind of topics and things like that. So keep an eye out for that. I've been really trying to work over the last, for quite a while, to get production to like a quality level that I'm happy with, and then also to get it fairly quick, so I can put things out there fairly quickly. And I've been really pushing in the last 6 months to get a nice regular schedule, and I have to say I'm over 6 months doing at least one video per week, so that's good. I'm gonna try to keep pushing on here. I'll mention too that I've opened up some spots on my private lesson roster. So I've opened up some morning slots, and you can find those down in the description below. Should be able to find those in the description below. If you can't, always email me at jim@fretprince.com if you're interested in that. But I do have self-booking links for that. So. One of my goals here is to also start to play live with some of the backing tracks that you've heard me record on. So I'm getting closer and closer, but it's been a kind of a long haul. But I'm planning to do some soloing and stuff live with backing tracks here in the near future. So yeah, I'll do a little more playing. Hope everybody's doing well. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out the description if you want to learn more about what I offer as well. More playing here. Okay. Hello. How's it going out there? All right, everybody. Well, I'm going to hang here probably another 15 minutes or so. See how it goes. Thanks, everybody, for joining me today. You're all doing well out there. Okay, Lex, thanks for writing in. Lex Lewis says, how to avoid doing the same things over during improvisation, and how do you think ahead of your next move? Yeah, great question. So I'll find that I'll end up maybe playing something and I'll start noticing oh, I played that line, so I'll start thinking of trying to break away from it, because I think that's part of the whole thing is your playing. You'll start to find patterns that kind of work, and so your ear and your hand just start to gravitate to certain things. Kind of like, oh, that works. Um, so I try to keep my ear out for things like that, and it's not necessarily I find totally a bad thing, but um, I'll try to keep an ear out for it, and I'll try to maybe make a variation of it. It's like, maybe not throw it out the window. It could be something really pretty good, but try to maybe take it in a different direction next time, or start your phrase out in a different way, and maybe you'll still land on that other snippet of a phrase that you do. Um, One thing I think to do too is to have a lot of language to work from. Have a lot of tools in your uh, toolbox. So if you're playing, um, there are all sorts of techniques and stuff. But um, if you're doing kind of guide tones or sort of soloing, right? If you're kind of doing that whole thing, so that could get a little tiresome. So you might start to pull from something a little bit different. I guess something more angular. Try to stretch the ear out a little bit, so I get a little outside. So see if you can in your practice sessions have different manners of kind of speaking. You do want to know the chord changes, and be able to recite them. So your next move, might have a target note, like I was talking about with ornithology. You might have it might be on B minor 7, and you might think about your next chord, be aware of what's coming up, and then target it. So just like in the melody there, so you can do that, right? So yeah, thinking about your chord changes, be able to say your chord changes out loud as you're improvising. Be able to go to any note within the chord. Have that mastery there, and then play outside the chord. And think like that. So I hope that helps there. Thank you for your question. That's very on target here. Some Kind of Hate. I do not know that tune. So yeah, sorry, I don't know that. But, Wonderwall. Yeah, I've been teaching Wonderwall to quite a few different students. So that's a great tune. So try to do the little walk down. That's kind of what folks have the most trouble with. that's totally accurate, but from my memory, that's kind of a little bit of it. That's in a different key though. That's in I think it's capo 2. There's a little melodic line in there that happens later. I think it's keyboard piano. Thanks for writing in. Thanks for joining. Not necessarily doing a lot of requests. Mostly focused on improvisation and things like that in this live stream. Thanks for joining. All right, everybody. Thanks again for joining me today. I'm going to head off here in a few minutes. In the midst of a baseball tournament, just fitting this in. Wasn't even sure if I could get on today, but we had a little rain delay, and so I hopped on here. So. Do I know Ramstein? It's not in my own personal repertoire, but I have worked with some students on those tunes, on some of those tunes. So some things coming up, folks. Join my email newsletter. I'll get out the word on this because I'm sending out invites to some of my live streams that I do kind of during the week, and some other bonus material that I'm just kind of sprinkling out there from time to time. So we've got a whole group on our email list, and I'm sending out these lessons and these invitations to these live streams where we really do get into some things. So I think you'll really enjoy that. So link should be down in the description below. Let me just double check that. Join the email newsletter. Okay, so you'll get, sometimes I'm sending out PDFs for folks to, practice different things, little etudes and stuff. Sometimes it could be it's almost always a stream invite. That's not on YouTube. That's on my website. Because I'm doing a kind of a midweek lunchtime Tuesday kind of thing. So join there and get your invitations to that as well. Jeffrey, thanks. Thanks. It's fun to do. It's fun to do a little playing. I'm looking forward to getting my backing tracks up and going. It's a little bit of a challenge to play solo guitar. Kind of something I've always appreciated, but it hasn't been my particular goal to be like a solo guitar type player, but trying to hang with it, do a lot of I kind of tend to do a lot of like a lot of single tones, so it's kind of nice to have a little backing track or something. Trey King says nice style guitar. Thank you. All right. So do a little more playing, hang out for about 5 more minutes here. Thanks again for joining. Okay, everybody, thanks for joining me. That's going to do it here for today. Be sure, if you haven't already, to like and subscribe. Appreciate your participation. And I will see you all next Sunday. If all goes well, if all goes according to plan, I'll definitely try to work it in. And I'll see you all next time. Hello, Bot YT. Hello. How are you doing? All right, thanks everybody. Hope you have a great day today. Thanks for listening to me chat and do a little noodling here and there. And see you all next time.